Welcome to our today's Focus Do It Yourself topic. Are you good enough? Why we feel inadequate? For real value addition to this topic, please focus only on the content. Kindly ignore my lacunas in pronunciation, tone, expressions, accent, grammar, my looks, and even this video's background. For the content of this video, please ask: how many of you have ever felt that you are not good enough? I have felt numerous times. I can't even count. I would say I have felt it many years every day. I can bet that all of us would have felt this, had this feeling of not being adequate, not being enough, of not being good enough many times in our life. For emotionally secured people, feelings of not being good enough or feeling inadequate passes on as soon as their focus changes from this to other important tasks. But for the people with deep rooted emotional insecurities, this mental and emotional state of not being good enough can drive their life choices in all aspects of their life, like career, profession, relationships, and how we relate with others in the world. When these feelings of inadequacy, of having low self-worth, of feeling helpless, of feeling stupid, of feeling powerless, and of feeling guilty or shame or having the internal age begins to create obstructions in our profession, career, relationship, and socially, and most important with our own identity, we need to seek help or to work on us. Actually, when we are being fully ourselves, we are good enough. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. Roots of inadequacy can be traced from childhood neglect to workplace harassment to abusive relationships to overly critical parents and humiliating authority figures when you are growing up. In few cases, they may also get ingrained in us because we never got the opportunities to experience positive experiences, like that of healthy competition and of handling challenges, which builds up the feelings of competence and adequacy in us. For some people, it becomes the only reason and motivation to prove their worth every moment. Sadly, for many people, this pathetic condition may last their lifetime. Many of today's generations are living a life of constantly trying to do and be everything at the same time and to be good enough for everyone. This also can develop as FOMO, the fear of missing out. FOMO has been recognized by American Psychological Association as a psychological disorder. How an unhealthy state of not being good enough or feelings of inadequacy can impact you and the people around you. I am sharing a real life event of a person whom I counseled. I have had the opportunity of working together in close proximity with this person for an extended period of time. My initial impression through our interactions, exchanges, and observations were that this person has deep-rooted insecurities emanating from traumatic past relationships and may have curable personality disorders. The best part was that this person was totally willing to cooperate and take actions on the crucial elements, those boost self-esteem, self-worth, emotional security, etc. After a constant high exposure of sincere and true positive inputs, plus many other interventions over a period of 6 months, this person shared that he or she has been able to experience a life that he or she never thought existed and had never experienced, and that he or she feels very different, very liberated and free, and that he or she has already managed to let go of her past. Although I was not convinced because things don't happen so fast, but yes, I was happy. But surprisingly, after the most recent event, where the experiences were even more exciting and enlivening in this person's own words, some invisible trigger had all the previous behaviors of the deep emotional insecurities come back in this person. An earlier self-accepted and liked good experience vanishes in second. So how does it really work? Compliments are wonderful to receive, and of course, but then the receiver has actually got to believe and internalize them. If you don't internalize them, emotionally secure people can take the compliment, praise, and use them to reinforce their self-worth. People who feel inadequate feel happy only at the moment when the compliments are given, and then they fall back into their own quagmire as believing in themselves, and their own self-worth is actually very difficult for them because they don't take actions needed every day to identify, recognize, and reinforce the powerful, the positives, and the strength without looking for immediate change.